My name is Mike Pfaff, and this is my YouTube channel, Living in the Illusion. Now, you'll notice that on our board here is the model that we ended up with last video. And we're going to have a little review. We're going to change this slightly and then talk about this in a little different light. So, what was this? Is it easy to remember your first sexual encounter? And I said, comes up like that. And I also said it was a long time ago. So memories, and that's what remembering is, memories are there for a long time duration. And it seems to be that when we move from this state of being to another state of non-being, the memory stays with us until that transition. Or maybe longer. We're not sure. So now we have this model, and I want to go through it a little bit because it's, again, controversial. I was surprised that it wasn't recognized that it was that controversial, because I basically said the standard for science, the model for how you produce memories and save them and retrieve them and change them, is in memory consolidation theory. And I suggested it's not complete. There's a lot of stuff missing in it. So I went through this. Here outside again is our infinite energy system, and I related it because it's infinite to consciousness. Another controversial point in science. And I said we had sensory information coming to us from this energy field. And that goes into a process which I called a black box for both, because I'm comparing both the standard model for the illusion, which is this one, and the memory consolidation theory, which is this one. The output of both is a memory. Now that's where we're going to stop. The output of both is a memory. So let us change a little bit in a second. And this is our subject for this video. And I wanted to keep everything, so I kind of squashed stuff together. So I'll read it. Everything has a beginning and an ending. Everything starts and stops. It's cyclic. Goes like this. It's part of the laws of the universe. So here we have this model. I still kept it here because we have a beginning. When information comes into the process, that information is manipulated, it is sorted. In the standard model, it is sorted through your memories of your past as a filtering system, out of which you gain information that is important for you And from that meaningful information, you construct, as the creator, your world. In memory consolidation, you still have input information, but it is manipulated through the limbic system, and somehow the limbic system determines what information it needs or you need. And then out of that, create your memory. And your memory is held together in a very physical way as connected neurons through the synopsis between the dendrite and the axon as circuits. So there, you see, when you say a circuit, you think about many times the saying, what fires together wires together. There's no wire. Axons and dendrites never touch, never connect. They come together in a dance, transmit information, and sometimes they stay together for a while. But most of the time, the axon, which is a little moving finger of the neuron, looks for new information and leaves the dendrite. But in this model, they are hung together in a physical way because they are patterns. They are circuits and they are patterns. They keep firing and hold together, hold together. That's why I mentioned your first sexual encounter many decades ago. And that information is held together for decades. So that when you think, there it is. There it is. Now you've got, at an older age, trillions of memories. Every experience you have ever had, it rests in the subconscious. I don't know where it is here, because we can't find memories. So all of the information in the standard model is in the subconscious mind, where your memories are, your belief system is, and all your life experiences. It is non-local, unknown. In this model, very specific. It is in the neocortex, or the gray matter within that. But it is a very physical location. Now, if it's physical, we can scan the brain and we can pick up neurons and we can pick up patterns. Why can't we find hundreds of thousands of memories that we carry? How come we can't find them? Now think about this. Say you got 1 trillion memories at my age. Okay, each one of those memories in this model held together forever, as far as I know, according to this. Each one has several neurons attached, maybe 10 to make the pattern, maybe 100 to make the pattern, maybe 500 to make a very delicate pattern with a lot of information in the memory. Now multiply that by 1 trillion. Because we always said, oh, the brain has more connections than stars in the universe or sand on the beaches of the ocean. You're going to run out of neurons with this model, depending on how many you need to make each memory. Don't know where you're going to get them. Although the brain does make new neurons every day, about 1,500 brand new spanking neurons each day. And these patterns held together, the neurons in them wane and wax and get old and die. And as they leave the pattern gets distorted. The pattern gets distorted. You can't hold the same information. So now we get a new neuron, runs in to take its place. Don't know anything about the pattern. Don't know anything about it. It's not like a cell of the body where it divides and the DNA in one cell and the DNA is the other, and they can function. Brain cells don't work that way. So there's a lot of problems with this. Now that's why I call it a black box. That's why I call this a black box. So many unusual things go in it, I can't keep track of them. And it's the same way here. That's why we have beginnings and we have endings. The memory in the standard model is in the subconscious mind. We can't find it. We know it's there. We know we can recall it. We know whatever it is, we can. If we have a memory of it, we can recall it. And we have memories of every life experience we have had. Now, I was thinking about this, and I was reposing in the bathroom. And as I was musing nature, I was thinking about my kids when they were very young, maybe less than a year. And they would be in on the bed, laying on the bed, and we're watching the little guy play. And then he gets this very serious look on his face. And now his eyes don't cross, but sometimes they get wide. And sometimes you can see that his face gets red. And the body kind of tightens. And we say, oh, we're going to have to change a diaper here pretty soon. He's developing memories through one of these processes that he will use the rest of his life when he has to defecate. So we have, I can't explain to you, or maybe you can get the idea, how many memories we have. And to try to hold them in this circuitry, in this pattern-making thing within the synopsis, seems to be a yeoman's job that will never last. And so I'm going through this again because all you are your memories. All you are your memories, which coalesce into your belief system, and your belief system determines what kind of world you will live in. Now, when you begin to recognize as the creator, you can change your memories. Because memories are not the event. Memories are not what happened. They're your interpretation of what happened. And what happened is gone. It's not here. The event is gone. There's no events in the past. There's only your memories of the events in the past. And your memories are not what happened. They're your interpretation of what happened and are not the event. And you can change them. If you can change your memories, you can create a different world. Because changing memories changes your belief system, changes how you bring your world into being. This model needs some work. Now, they're not going to think so because it is so integrated now into the thought process and into the scientific model. And it has put itself into the psychology of mental health that it's going to be difficult to change this. All I'm doing is pointing out it's flawed. Here we have coming in, black box, all kinds of things happen. Memory coming out. The memory coming out, physical memory with dendrites and axons tied together. You can't find any of them. And they don't and they won't stay together. Now when you don't know how to trigger the memory back into, when it's idle. See, it goes on and then it's idle. No transmission of information. And when it's idle, it's dark. It's like dark matter. Where is it? Well, I don't know. I got to turn it on. How do you turn it on? Don't know. In this model here, don't care. Why? It's non-local. It's unknown. But the results are known. Your memories are stored in a place we have a name for, but we can't find them. Subconscious mind. We can work with the subconscious mind. It's a deeper part of the mind, not the brain. A deeper part of the mind, not the brain. We don't understand that at all because we're so mesmerized with the physical brain. We'll do another video, not of this, of the brain as hardware, as processor, as computer. And we'll see where that takes us. Oh, now what's the course have to say about this? And I will get my little notes here, because this is quite long and will need some explanation. So as I read it, I will stop and kind of give an explanation. Now you will find the full text in the description in the video. Okay, here's what it says. Unusual here. The miracle does nothing. See, here we're talking about A Course in Miracles. And this says the miracle does nothing. All it does is to undo. All the miracle does is undo. And thus, it cancels the interference that has been done. You have some memories that you wish you didn't have. You have some memories that are giving you a world that you don't want. The miracle does nothing but undo what you have done. And thus, it cancels all of the interference in your life. by what you did. It does not add. The miracle doesn't add, but merely takes away the pain, the suffering, the guilt, the anxiety. And what it takes away, here's the sad part, what it takes away has long since gone. The event that caused the memory and the negativity and the guilt, the event is gone and is no more. But you carry it in your memory. And what it takes away has long since gone. But being kept in memory appears to have immediate effect. What you carry in your memory, when you bring it up, has an immediate effect on your mind and body. And in many cases, when you think of a negative memory, and I'm concentrating only on negative memories, when you think of a negative memory, you have the feeling in the body as if the event is here and is happening all over again for you. And that is why you believe your memories are alive and real and tell you what happened. And they don't. What is this saying? What is it doing? Look at it again. Read it in its full text. It is all around forgiveness. The course is all around forgiveness. Oh, we have much to talk about here in the illusion. So be good to yourself. And we look forward to seeing you again here in the illusion. Bye now.